Welcome. Really appreciate each and every one of you keep coming back to learn a little bit more about the Lighthouse Immersion Experience. Kind of our journey. Why are we all here? I think what you'll find fascinating, especially with episode 4, is the answers that we missed. Because it always comes down to it's not what something is, it's what it does. It can be a magic shot, a magic pill, the best testing, the best facilities, the best systems, the best buildings. But unless it really alters an outcome on some positive manner, we're really not doing anything. We really have to understand progress is itself. This episode really reframes the realization that humanity spent decades optimizing systems, performance, and advancement, while they quietly overlooked the emotional impact those systems were having on the humans inside them. That becomes the philosophical turning point of season 1. For decades, humanity kept searching for answers in bigger systems, smarter systems, a better job, a better title, a better school, a better test score, better hospital, a better technology, and better systems. We believed if we built enough, if we optimized enough, if we automated enough, if we measured enough, maybe humanity would finally feel whole again. How did we get so lost? How did we get so jaded? And then the realization was that the world became more connected than ever before. Okay, wonderful. Yet everybody within inside those systems became quietly more and more alone and distant. The buildings, yes, they became smarter. The technology became faster. The systems became more advanced. But the humans inside those systems were still disappearing. We'd come into work or school one day and, oh, didn't Mary sit over there? Wasn't George usually over there? Well, where did they go? Why didn't we ever notice the ones that silently grew more distant and eventually just disappeared? How can we let that happen in such a supposedly connected world where we're connected with everything else except for ourselves? You see the exhausted students, the overwhelmed parents, the employees silently burning out. He has a smile on his face and he's there every day. But he's silent inside. He's broken. We know the providers emotionally are caring more than anyone ever realized. And I began realizing something myself. The answer was never simply what something was. The answer was always what it did. What did it accomplish? What did we change? When did we care for one another? And the questions really were, did it help somebody feel seen? No. Did it help somebody feel less alone, this bigger building? No. Did we help humanity reconnect? No. We were more concentrating on building bigger and smarter and faster and everything around everything except for the people. When did we lose connect with each other? When did humanity become a passing thought? Did it help us recognize struggle earlier before somebody quietly disappeared, maybe forever? Because if systems become more advanced, but humanity inside it becomes more invisible, what have we really built? What have we really done? And I guess that really was a realization that changed everything for me. I stopped asking myself and others, well, why do we keep building bigger systems? And I started asking, how do we build systems that help humanity and feel itself again and the people inside? And it really became a question of, we really need to do something different to stop the madness. And it really became the beginning of the human infrastructure, Lighthouse Immersion Experience. So non-infrastructures were built around performance alone, but infrastructure built around people. Human visibility, human connection, human recognition, more importantly, human support. We have to help each other. Does it really matter who gets there first if we've lost everybody along the way? Well, no, how can it? Because crisis, as we noticed, rarely begins the moment someone breaks. They're good, and then they're not as good, and then they're not there. It becomes much earlier, when people stop feeling seen, when they stop feeling heard, when we stop caring. So the Lighthouse Immersion Experience, not simply created simply to build technology. Technology is technology. What has technology ever really done? Just like more data. More data is just more data. What we've created with inside the Lighthouse Immersion Experience is a way to help reconnect humanity earlier. We do this through trained listeners. On the campuses and the buildings, we have our ambassadors. We do this through the provider networks, and some of those are on our calls and their weekly sessions. We do it through communities and institutions, but the human connection system designed to help fewer people disappeared also unnoticed. So maybe the future of humanity will not be defined by the next big system we built, but by whether those systems help us see each other again. We need to see, we need to hear, we need to connect. We need to transform each and every one of us before crisis begins. Afterwards, it's too late.